Have you watched any new recent movies lately, whether it be on television or a streaming service, and you thought to yourself, what happened to good movies? When was the last time you even saw a movie that you felt like you could watch endlessly on repeat? There are a lot of people who have asked this very same question, and we are going to be discussing some of the reasons today. Before we get started, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching and enjoy. Over the years, cinema and technology combined have become more advanced, which means the quality of the movies we watch should only be getting better. But for some reason, the opposite seems to be occurring. It seems the farther we travel backwards, the movies from the past seem to outshine what is available today. So, why is that? Why do the movies of today feel stale, uninteresting, and unrealistic? Why is there such a disconnect? Today, we are going to be talking about 3 reasons or theories on why this may be happening. Beginning with number 1, everything looks fresh out of the package. This is our first reason because it is one of my biggest issues with modern day film. The sets and costuming look so brand new and so fresh out of the package, it does not feel realistic. Every set looks like a model home, and not a thing is out of place. The clothes worn by actors are so crisp and so clean, and they always seem to be dressed to the nines even when they're just lounging around their home. In reality, clothing should look worn and homes should look lived in to create a sense of realism, but we're just not seeing it. Everything is always a little too nice, and the sets are immaculate, and a lot of money is poured into them, which for some movies is necessary, but for others, it's just not needed. And again, it takes away from feeling like real people in real settings. Number 2, the picture is too clear. Cameras have come a long way throughout time, and today movies are so incredibly clear that it no longer feels like we're watching a movie. This could be a great thing, but the problem is that there's no longer any contrasting shadows that are strategically placed to make the movie feel like real life. Many film noirs of the 1950s relied solely on shadow placement to give the film a sense of darkness and mystery. Today, the movies we watch are so clear that it feels like you're sitting right on set, which again creates this huge disconnect. You never want to be watching a movie thinking about the fact that it is a movie. You want to feel as though you are being transported into a story, completely forgetting about your world, which is what is so great about movies. In the 1960s, the movies were so saturated with color, and in my opinion, a lot of the mid-century movies had more clarity than some movies from the 80s or 90s, which shows you how important editing styles can be, but editing styles as a whole seems to be lacking today altogether. Number 3, lack of originality. It seems like ever since the early 2000s, we saw an influx of sequels being dropped, and the amount of sequels have only increased since then. It seems like nowadays everything is either a sequel or is based off a movie that already exists. Because films are no longer original, we lose the art of storytelling, which is so important when anticipating an ending. The Squid Game series is a perfect example of this. One of the reasons that Squid Games is so widely successful is due to the fact that it is an original story. It is not derived from any other series, nor is it the same story we've heard time and time again. I've also noticed a high market for male-targeted movies, but not much for us women. This is why I think Barbie was so incredibly popular. It had been so long since we had a movie specifically targeted for women. I mean, what even happened to rom-coms? It seems that they are just non-existent now. And listen, I am not saying that there are not any good movies out today. They definitely are out there. It just seems like there's a large focus on quantity versus quality, and because of that, all the good movies are getting suppressed underneath a bunch of B-rated movies. There are other reasons that seem to factor into this issue, like a lack of talent, bad scripts, an oversaturated market, and a fear to take risks. But these 3 were the ones that really stuck out the most. And I want to know what you think about this. I know everyone in every video tells you to comment, but I am really interested to know what you think, even if you don't agree, because I truly am interested and I do reply. Also, remember to like and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao.